What up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, well, viewer discretion advised. This is STS Samuel Slam here with a simple review, and we have another DVD that I am reliving once again, and I feel very happy. Another movie that I have not seen in quite some time, a long damn time. I was so happy when that the Anderson Public Library had this film, and it's so good to have this because it's been so long, and when you relive these nostalgic movies that you saw as a kid and you loved, and just to watch it once again, you watch it of watching a movie. To me, I used to not even care for movies. I just speed right through them, I get bored or whatnot. But this movie is not, and that is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 with Dennis Hopper. I was so excited because this is like not even like that. And already I'll say about this here, but I'll leave to the end. Well, never mind. I don't care. This is known as Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2. Part 2. It's Part 2 on the 2 in here, but the original is Part 2, or Chainsaw Massacre 2: The Buzz is Back. This is a sequel to 1986 to the sequel to the 1974 classic, the original, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's directed by Tobe Hooper, once again, and it stars Dennis Hopper as Lefty, Caroline Williams as Stretch, Bill Johnson as Leatherface, Bill Moseley as Chop Top, and Jim Siedow, who reprises the role of the cook. And this right here is more of a comedy in a way. It's horror comedy. On here it says it's a horror dark comedy slasher film. It is hilarious. It says the sequel was highly criticized by some for its stylistic departure from the first film, including a bigger budget, emphasis on gore, and wacky black comedy. And they want because and this is it just basically starts out like when you go to the start. I can tell the story of it. Basically, it's 13 years after the events of the first film, and it takes place with Buzz and Rick. They're two rowdy high school students. I don't know why it says rowdy on here when it's basically they're yuppies, which is basically the opposite of a hippie, which is the preppies. They end up calling they're drunk and they keep calling DJ Vanetta Brock, which is Caroline Williams' character, known as Stretch, and they won't hang up. And why can't you just hang up? You should have just hung up on them, It's your DJ. If you're tired of it, shut the damn fucking thing off. You could say, oh my gosh, they're harassing me, but I can't hang up. You could hang up any fucking time you wanted to. Well, she leaves the line on, and then all of a sudden, back to the yuppies, they get across upon this truck following them back. Someone's going to reverse backwards in the truck with thousands of keeping on the edge of their seats, to their car, like riding past. And there's a person up there with a dead body, and it's Leatherface, and he just chews them to pieces, and then you can hear them, and it shows back to the scene where DJ Stretch. You can hear it and shit. Well, and also now the cook is now the cook who's the father of Chop Top and Leatherface. He's a cook with a chili, and he uses meat. No, we're eating fucking we're all cannibals now, because if you get some fucking chili from this guy, the cook, or the Sawyer family, that's Leatherface and all them's family. We must be cannibals because they give us ears, meat, like from our flesh. Jesus. Yeah, and then it gives you the point where she's eating it, and then there's like a toenail or a fingernail. He's like, oh, those damn those shells in there. He sounds like this, like a big old redneck. And the good thing is, then it comes with Dennis Hopper's playing Lieutenant Lefty Enright, former Texas Ranger, and he's also the uncle of Sally Hartzell and her invalid brother Franklin. Which I believe, yeah, because Sally was the She was the first one. She survived, and her brother was the guy in the first one. The handicap got killed, and so he spends the last 13 years. He starts investigating his niece and nephew's disappearances. Well, everybody looks down on him. Oh no, man, he used to be this. There's nothing going on here, but he's right. You know, and then they find out. Oh, the Sawyer family finds out that the radio, because the DJ Stretch put it on, and they all pissed off, so they end up going to her and destroy everything, and then you see Leatherface, who's hilarious as hell, you know. Then he starts grinding up to Stretch. She's like, "Are you that good?" He's using the chainsaw to open her legs, or getting her pussy, or something, like, figuratively. He that good? And he does this little grinding motion with the chainsaw. He wants to fuck, yeah. Her face is like, ew. But where do these guys live at? These fucking guys live, like, in a fucking... Where do they live at? I'm trying to think. It shows... fuck. I don't fucking know. It's like some... Yeah. It's a... Supposedly, here it is, a abandoned carnival ground decorated with human bones, multicolored lights, and carnival remnants. So that's what it was. I thought this was like a oil rig up to their disguise of themselves doing it. Like, oh, this is us, you know. The thing about what the film is Lefty. That's Dennis Hopper's character. He's so pissed off in the world. He wants to get these. So he ends up going with thousands of dollars or whatnot, and goes to get some chainsaws. He gets 3 of them. He gets 1 big one. He gets 2 small ones, dual wielding ones. And he goes and he gets the place. Well, because he was helping Stretch. Supposedly the story was his legitimate daughter. It just didn't say in the film. That's what it said on the documentary. Yes, there's a documentary on here called It Runs in a Family, which I only watched part of it. I'm going to see the rest after this probably. But I already think it's going to be damn good. But she gets down this hole, and that's where it happens. And he gets back in the hole, and he starts just destroying everything with the blocks, with the 2x4s that's holding up the place, and he's destroying everything. And the cook thinks it's the bitch, that Stretch, and Stretch gets in there, and they relive the dinner scene, which they did in the first one, with Grandpa with the hammer and stuff like that. Well, the first one's more disturbing than this one, but it's still good, because this is the 80s version of it. But, you know, it's pretty good, you know, and it's just Leatherface is in love with Stretch. You know, this Leatherface is definitely not the first Leatherface, because that first Leatherface didn't give shit who the fuck you were. If you had a cunt or you had a dick, you're getting in her way, he's going to shut your head off or bludgeon you with a damn ice pick or ice cube stick or whatever the fuck it was. Oh, he had a mallet. But the thing about it says in the film is great. It's funny, black comedy, laughter, and then the grandpa's scene with the hammer. It's so sick, but Dennis Hopper all the way. He comes in, has a fight with the Leatherface, and he drills him, and then he's fucking dead. And then grandpa has a grenade, says, "Oh, I'm a. This time you can get us. We're all gonna go down." And he's underneath, below them, and the grandpa throws his hammer and hits Leatherface, and he falls down with his chainsaw going through, and the other chainsaw going on top of his head, so he's dead. And after that, we don't see him anymore. Like, he destroyed everybody, and then it ends up with Stretch and Chop Top, and they fight to the very top, and Stretch has a chainsaw held by the remains of their grandmother in a ritual shrine in the rock tower. Stretch sits up her hand and cuts him with the chainsaw, causing him to death, and causing him to fall on presumed death. And the final shot, which I didn't know was the final shot. They had a final shot with Stretch going crazy, swinging the chainsaw similar to Leatherface in the first one, like the first one when Sally was leaving with the truck. So, and that's it. That's how it was, and one hell of a horror comedy here. My favorite of the whole Texas Chainsaw bunch. The older ones and stuff. I don't really care for the new stuff. I'm only interested in this one. I don't really care for all the other films. This one right here is the one that I like. Well, there's other ones they do. I'd like to try out the new ones. You know, I'd like to see Next Generation again. But I'm not watching the remake ones because I don't have no time for that crap. I've seen some of them and I don't really care. But like I said, in the special features, there's audio commentary by director Tobe Hooper, with David Gregory, and there's another one with Bill Moseley, Caroline Williams, and Tom Savini. There's some deleted scenes, and there's that featurette that runs in the family, and a bunch of stuff. But all together, at the very end of the day, an A+ core of comedy movie. I definitely recommend this all the way. Funny, kooky, gory, and fucking hilarious. And I hope you guys enjoy this simple review, and we'll see you next time.